Everyone gonna roll their eyes because everyone been talking about it. You probably tired of people talking about it, so we ain't gonna really talk about it like everyone else talking about it.
Yeah,
Where Will Smith slapped Chris Rock.
he didn't
So
slap Chris Rock. He challenged him to a duel.
at first, at first you would think it's because stuff like that in the event you think it's a little staged. Then this stuff you look into it. Like years ago when Jada Pinkett was saying we need to boycott the Oscars because they didn't nominate black people. Chris Rock was the person who ended up hosting the event, and he said some slick shit about Jada back then. So I mean, I can see sort of whatever. And then of course you got the stuff going Will Smith personal life where he said he feels like a coward for not defending his mom when his dad would beat him. And then all the stuff Jada makes public now, the stuff Jada says on Red Table Talk, now he's become just like an internet joke with the August Alsina entanglement, her saying Will Smith couldn't please her anymore. I think she posted a letter that Willow Smith wrote to Tupac saying come back, even though Willow Smith wasn't alive when Tupac died. So it's just, I personally think that was more so Jada's doing. Yeah, but I'm gonna stay out of that. It's just how can you write a letter saying come back to somebody who died 5 years before you were born, and you're saying like come back so my mom is happy. Like how's Will supposed to feel about that? Like you know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much if you living under rock, you don't know what happened. So my whole thing is the conversations that's going on about it. So what are some of the things that's being said that you
Uh,
sort of
I can't believe Will Smith smacked the old man. He
like the
set
fuck?
people back. He said it. He set everybody back 50 years, 100 years, some odd years. Uh, he
God,
threw it down the railway. I can't believe it. Why would he act like that in front of all these white people that give him money?
nah, what bothered me about they says back years, I get so mad when black people say that shit because when white people storm the Capitol, do we say, oh, that's that white people back 60 years? Nah, we just chalk it up to those ignorant ass white people, right? Or like
No,
where,
no. Actually, they can't say that because white people always been violent.
yeah. But we're supposed to be in a state of the country where like racism's dead and this whole you know what I'm saying? Like we're supposed to be past all that. So when that shit happened, why don't we say we set white people back all these years? You know? Like I know obviously
So,
racism still happens, but you know what I'm saying, quote unquote, like people trying to end racism, even though that like that, you know that bullshit. So like you don't
fuck
say
right.
that then.
I mean, I look at it like this, man. I think that shit is stupid because all you saying is we ain't gonna be nothing but a bunch of slaves and niggas.
And at the end of the day, yeah.
Yeah. We when people say that they saying pretty much we're still less than people because yeah, somebody act out one time, we do something dumb. Like everybody do something fucking dumb.
Yeah. It's just
Like
what happens with us. The one thing I would give like the older generation, when we do something that's bad, we're seen at our worst, where it's like white people expect us to see them at their best. So
yeah.
we know that. We know that. And so that's why I get what they're saying. But at the same time, bro, there's no reason why the fuck am I going to keep changing how I act, how I act, like, oh, act right in front of white people? No, because at the end of the day, like you said, we still niggas. Like shit, Chris Rock ironically made a statement. You know who like who the fuck don't know who Chris Rock is by his face? He got pulled over in his neighborhood that he's lived in for a while by a cop saying, like, yo, like, what are you doing here? You know what I'm saying? It's Chris Rock. It ain't like, you
Yeah.
know, just anybody driving around. It's fucking Chris Rock. It's like at the end of the day, you're always going to be a nigga. So now I need to change just because white people won't change how they think. Like, nah, at the end of the day, no, they gonna always see me a certain type of way. So like, don't do this, oh, act right in front of the white people. Tell them to act right in front of me. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, man, white person can wreck their car, be drunk as shit, walk off, cuss out the police, and everybody be like, oh, he was just drunk. It's
Oh
okay.
yeah, excuses come out of the ass, bro. But
Yeah.
when a black
Yeah.
person do it, we got to dive deep into it and be like, oh, what's he going through? What is this? Oh my god, like
Why
oh
did you
fucking
start
shit.
drinking? Why
Huh?
did you start drinking? Why did
Yeah,
you
I know.
start drinking?
We gotta.
Like, what made you think it was okay to try that?
Should we take liquor stores out the hood? Like, you know, like they be going deep into it. I'm
What?
just like, what the fuck?
Hey,
They go
like
deep into it.
how did this nigga one mistake become everybody mistakes?
Yeah, exactly. So you saw there's a video that came up of Will Smith younger saying these are just jokes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what y'all do it? They're like, oh, ain't that fun? You know, so it's funny. But now I saw the reaction towards the Jada Pinkett thing. So it's like, first of all, her condition is I didn't hold on.
Mind y'all, just hear how many steps he had to take. See, see, this nigga is going on a full on sprint through the house. Remember that he going on a full on sprint, full on sprint. He didn't even hit the garage yet.
We talking
Parking one
about
of these people.
so with the hair loss situation,
Yeah,
ain't ain't Jada? I thought like what her condition is based on like her stress. Like
alopecia.
and like that's a stressed out. She's so stressed out, like she pulls out her hair. Isn't that what that is? When they say, "Oh, you can't joke about that. You can't joke about it." We make jokes about Magic Johnson having HIV. We
That's
make
because he
jokes
did
about
this.
people having disease all the fucking time.
Magic Johnson is a fucking is Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson.
Okay, when Chadwick Boseman, when the picture came out with him before everyone knew his condition, people would say, "Oh, he looked like a crackhead. Oh, he do it like," you know what I'm saying? If people were found like like if they weren't saying, "Oh, I'm pretty sure he didn't know what Jada was going through." Like, I don't know about a
Yeah,
medical condition. She got a shaved head.
yeah. Bill Murray said, "Wear a wig like everybody else, bitch."
Or I mean, damn, but
Yeah,
but and that's the shit that it sort of pissed me off because women don't hesitate talking about like men's hairlines, the hair, or like you know what I'm saying. Like so, this all of a sudden people nah exactly. I'm being real though. All of a sudden people care about this shit. All of a sudden people care about this shit. Like oh no, you're not supposed to joke about someone's hair. Since when? Since when? That shit makes zero sense whatsoever. Like now all of a sudden people care about that. I bet people just learned what that word is like when this shit happened.
all right, so I just want to say this. You would never supposed to touch a black woman's hair or make fun of, or like touch a black woman's hair. That's the only rule I know. But if I'm making fun of it, hell yeah. Some of these bitches don't even take care of their hair.
Yeah, I know. I
Looking
know,
like
but
fucking a caveman every time.
it's just crazy. It's crazy to me where it's everyone's this. I'm accepting my look. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Okay, so I made a joke about it. That's going too far. Like people make jokes about shit all the fucking time. Like damn, if you don't like that shit, okay, you don't like it. You don't like act out. Like, cause Mo, that came from the people defending Will. It's like, yo, you don't act out that way just because someone said a joke. Like, grow the fuck up. It ain't that serious. It really ain't.
No, Marlon Wayne said it best. He said wrong joke, wrong day. He
Yeah, yeah,
said
yeah.
he said you don't know what a person been going through. So I mean, we all been there where we said a joke to one of our homeboys or somebody, and they just
But
looked at us like they gotta fuck you up.
the funny part about that, we know he going through because Jada puts it all out there. That red table talk, everyone know they business. Everyone know they business. So like in a way, Chris should have known. Like, yeah, I'm probably just gonna stay away from this. But I mean, I don't know, cause personally, me after that shit happened, I'm not saying I would have fought him, but yeah, you would have heard some August jokes or entanglement jokes coming through, or some Tupac jokes. Cause I'm like, bro, you ain't gonna come up here and slap me on stage, and I'm just gonna be like, okay, I'm just gonna move on. Yeah, he say he act professional, but Chris Rock is also established, and he don't need any more checks like that, like that. I would have been like, okay, like you gonna feel bad for what you did, and not just on the sense of like, dang, I shouldn't have did that. You're gonna be like, damn, he embarrassed me after that shit.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I think it was a kind of a win-win for both of them in a way. I think Will got his very much ego stroked a little bit. Like he finally accomplished something that was probably deep down inside him for a while,
Yeah,
and and Chris Rock just getting a shitload of ticket sales for Symphony,
yeah.
which he don't really need right now. But and then people just like if that happened, I would have postponed my tour for a little bit because you know people are going to keep asking about
Yeah,
it. Now people are asking about it. They screaming "fuck Will Smith" at his shows. You know, and he just keeps saying, "I'm not ready to talk about it right
and the one thing. I think you make a good point where Will got his ego stroked because a lot of people were saying this Oscar is going to be sort of like tarnished with what happened. Like everyone's always going to mention it. Some people actually like that shit. I'm not saying Will's like that, but it's a possibility he's gonna be like, "This the Oscar, and this is when I defended my wife and smacked that nigga." You know what I'm saying? Like that's not exactly a negative thing. Everybody's gonna take that way. You know, he may be like, "Yeah, this is a reminder that I got my family's back," type shit. I may not
Yeah,
agree with it, but like I said, there's other ways to think about that opposed to just like, oh my God, now it's like tainted. Like, no, it's not really like that. Like, it could be a
yeah.
nice reminder for him. And then on one shit, you saw Stephen A. Smith ranting about it on Twitter.
Man, fuck that
Bro,
fucking
I just had
homo.
to add that. I had to add that. He said, how could you do that to another black man? Make another black man look bad. I'm like,
Yeah.
you do this every day.
Hey, tell him go talk about how Kyrie's still unvaccinated and he's
Bro,
hurting it.
you know, yeah, okay. We
But
still
no,
Aaron Judge ain't vaccinated. You gonna call him stupid? Like, damn, we're talking about the Kwame Brown shit. You talking about all that shit? Look, I ain't gonna get because that's gonna change time. But Stephen A. Smith pissed me off when he weighed in that way. How do you do that to
he
another
got
black man,
upset like a little bitch. That shit is funny. But no, I just want to say that end of the story is this, man. Nobody really gave a shit about the fucking Oscars or Grammys or whatever the shit was.
Mm.
Nobody really cared. Like when you go to a movie, you don't look at it because it's an Academy Award winning movie or this that. You look at it either it's a good or bad. Award shows is just to stroke people egos and to give people money so they can be like, hey, look, I did this, I did that, I achieved this. But most times the good movies never win anyways.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Neither the best actor of the year. So take that how it is. It kind of sucks that now they want to do shit for black people because I'm pretty sure Questlove would have never won an award. They wouldn't have had that boycott. No, most of these black people wouldn't won an award.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And
No,
that's
you're
my
right.
thought on it.